Premnath. An open letter to my mother. An open letter to my mother. Gavaliya Naethree Premnath.
Mother, Ammi, Amma, means female parent in a lot of dictionaries. But how could I put all of you into one single word? Toastmaster of the day and my fellow Cavaliers. As I reflect back on 22 years of my life, one thing for certain is that Amma, you have been a pivotal moment in my life. I have not all been sunshines or rainbows as a child. It was more like hurtful words, anger, and a lot of confusions along the way. But you always stood by me and always addressed my flaws in the most graceful way as possible. When I would get angry, you would say, anger hurts people. And when you hurt people, you lose people. And when you lose people, you lose everything. And when I'm very stressed out with work, my mother would say, just take a break today. I know you've been working hard, okay? And drink some water. And when I would be down and really sad, she would come up to me. And a hug, a tight hug, is all I needed. From sharing emotions to giving me advices, there were so many instances she could have limited me, but she never did that. She knew that I was the kind of person who ran after my goals no matter what, sometimes even unrealistic. But she would always motivate me and encourage me. There were times, countless hours, I would sit in front of the laptop, ignoring my family, focusing on my work, rather selfish. But seeing my selfish and flawed version, she would still love me with her open arms. And that is exactly why I felt that she was a home for me. You see, life is such a beautiful thing when you actually find home in a person. When I want to run away from traumatic, chaotic fights at home, I would just run away. But then I would walk back to my mother, sit in silence, and sometimes even cry. You see, love, this unconditional, in a world where I have seen betrayals and ugly emotions, you stand as an epitome of beauty, kindness, and love. Love, a concept I'm quite skeptical about, but when it comes to mother's love, nothing can come up to that extent. You see, Ma, you have put up the bar so high that I'm probably going to be single for a long time because I have great expectations for the love that I have received from you. So I'm sure, Ma, while reading this letter, you must be feeling rather thrilled that I'm not going to be running away with some random dude, that I might actually stay single for quite some time. From the crazy banters and the jokes, I have seen you, Ma, to be the happiest and sweetest soul. But what about those hardships, the struggles that you went through, which you shared to your children just few years back? The mental struggles, and you still be the strong mother to your children. In the past 2 years, you have lost your mother, your sister, and you shared your sorrows. You showed me that there is strength in sharing your emotions, strength in shedding tears, and strength in being vulnerable. As a person who runs after my goals, that reminder, that lesson was very important to me, Ma, to remind me that this is okay to take some time to feel my emotions. As I turn a page in this letter, Ma, I wonder how many pages did you turn when you studied for your master's degree and throwing it all away for your children? You rarely leave the house, Ma. You always make sure that people around you are the happiest, the most comfortable. But what about you, Ma? What are your goals? When do you feel the most happiest? When do you feel the most comfortable? You see, in life, we play the main characters in our stories. But what about our friends and family who play these supporting roles? What about their stories? So today, I am writing this letter to you, Ma, to find your goals, to find your lights. After 22 years of living with you, I am writing this letter to find you, the real you. And in this journey, I hope I meet the 22-year-old Ma, where maybe we would have been best friends. Because I certainly believe the bond we share now is certainly like a friendship I've never felt with anyone else. Although my sisters would disagree. But jokes apart, I am excited in exploring our friendship, Ma, and putting yourself in my story as the main character. Because I want to see your story through my eyes. Because I believe that I was brought into this world because of you. I have gone through some tough days because of you. I am who I am because of you. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. With love, your loving daughter, and the daughter you love the most. Toastmaster of the day, back to you.